Hello people of the internet. It has been a bit of a while since I did a video, and today we are going to look at these, and these are Ohuhu Alcohol Markers, but instead of being like the normal ones, they're little skinny ones. So let's have a look at the pens first of all. Well, actually let's talk about the actual how they come. So these pens come in 2 sets of 48, and you can buy each set separately. So you can buy this set on its own and this set on its own. I'll have both of those linked down below, and you can also buy them as a set of 96, which you get the 2 boxes together then. And I think it works out a bit cheaper. They're about £16-17, and then you get them for about £30 for the 2 if you buy them together. So that's how they come, and they come in these lovely little boxes with little handles, which are quite cute. This one's actually got a broken handle. It came with a broken handle, but I guess that's not too much of a problem. I mean, are they useful for storing them, laying down? Let's have a look. Yeah, you could do them like that on your desk with the lid up. So if you've got the little clip down, it gives it a little bit of an angle. You couldn't do it that way though, because that won't work. But yeah, they're alright for storing, because obviously alcohol markers you should store flat if you can. So let's have a look what you get. You get in them a tiny little swatch card, which we're not going to use today because I've got my own swatch sheet. And they come in, this box is actually really nice because it's got in it, I don't know if you can see round the edge there, it's got like a divider halfway down. I don't know whether that's removable. It is removable, but it's perfect. It's made to perfectly fit in there, so it holds the pens really nicely. So that's quite nice, isn't it? Right, and let's have a look at the pens themselves. Let's just grab this one. So they have a Ohuhu art marker on them. Oh, you can see my belly. Can't usually see my belly. Can't see my belly now. Okay, so let's have a look at the pen. They have Ohuhu art marker on them, and they have a fine tip there and a broad tip logo there. There's nothing else on them. Then they have this red, really big red bit, which is the fine end, and then they're triangular shaped as well. So when that lid just went back on, you may have seen that. There was an angle, and then this is the chisel. Now let's compare them size wise to a couple of things. Let's compare them to start off with a normal Ohuhu pen. So lengthwise about the same. So you can see, turn it around so the writing's the same. So the logo is exactly the same, apart from the fact that on the big ones it's in silver paint, and on the smaller ones it's in black, shiny black paint. I'm just going to turn that around so you can see the fine and the fine look the same, which they do. And on this one it has just a grey ring, and then you get your fine tip, and on this one it has this big, and then you get the fine tip. And actually what I have found is the fine tip on these slimline markers is actually, get you nicely zoomed in, not quite as fine as the one on the big one. So you can see on the grey one with the grey tip, that's got a really fine tip on it, whereas this one here with the red tip has got a more rounded bullet type nib. It doesn't look quite as fine, doesn't write quite as fine either. Okay, so that's the, let's have a look at the chisel as well. So what am I going to compare that chisel with? Do I have any Ohuhus with chisels? I do. Different colour though, but we can look at the size at least. Chisel wise, it is a smaller chisel. So that is definitely a smaller chisel. Let's get the Ohuhu a bit there so you can see it's a, well, they're around the wrong way. That doesn't help, does it? There we go. There we go. You can see it's a smaller chisel. There we go. Okay, so it's a smaller chisel and a slightly bigger bullet. The other thing that I'm going to compare it to is, people have been wondering if these slimline Ohuhus are similar to the tail trees, which are a slimline alcohol marker. Now we can't get the towel trees in the UK, but we can get these, which are basically truly white labelled versions of the towel tree. They're exactly the same as the towel tree, but they have nothing on them. They came out last year or the year before under the GURKSS brand. They're not available anymore, so I won't link those down below. But let's have a look at how similar they are, so because this would be how similar it is to a towel tree marker. So the towel trees are longer. Would the towel trees fit in their little case? No, they wouldn't. Let's shut the lid. Let's get the end open. Oh. And endwise, oh, it's bullet tip wise, they are, I think the towel tree, yeah it is, the towel tree bullet tip is smaller than the Slimline Ohuhu bullet tip. Let's have a look at the other end. Ugh. And, oh, same end. Doofs. Oh, the towel tree bullet is really small. The towel tree chisel end is really small. In fact, it's almost a different shape because it just has that really flat chisel edge, whereas this has a sort of standard chisel edge. And let's get the three sizes together. And that's a brush. So we've got the big chisel, medium chisel and small chisel. So that's the normal size Ohuhu, the Slimline Ohuhu, and then the towel tree chisel tip. So you can see towel trees have the smallest chisel tip, and then these are not quite as big as the normal size ones. Ramble, ramble, ramble. Let's get the lids on and let's have a play with them. Let's have a swatchity swatch. Put all my others away. Okay, so as normal, I have done a swatch sheet. Zoom you back out a minute. Oh, you're not even zoomed in. You're just high up. And I need some squidge. We always have to have a bit of squidge, don't we? Squidge. Okay. Okay, so we've got a bit of squidge. Put the clip there because the paper's a bit curly. Straighten out the nice warm printer. And what I've done on this is I have put them as set 1 and set 2, and I've identified set 1 as the one with the lowest model number. So this has got a model number of 80401, and this one has a model number of 80402. So that made this set 2 and this set 1. I don't really have any differentiating markers as being set 1 or set 2 in any other way, apart from one's got a picture of a girl on it and the other one's got a picture of a house on it. One's pink, one's green. Maybe I should have called them the pink and the green set. Who knows? Colour order, I haven't done it in numeric order. I haven't done it in any kind of colour order. I've done it in the order from their swatch sheet and the order that's printed on the Amazon website. So I'm not 100% sure this is going to be the most colour coordinated swatch order, but let us go with it anyway. I'm quite excited. I haven't played with pens for ages. Now by the looks of things, yes. If I turn the box this way, this is the order of the swatch chart. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So nude, baby pink. Oh, you'll be pleased to see as well, or you'll see as well, is that these have numbers on them, 489, 18, whatever. Whereas the names are only on the swatch sheet, they're not on the pens. So you can see the name there, so I've copied that name off of there. Okay, so if you turn it round that way, which way should I do this? Do it that way and I can put them out like that. Okay, just bring you down. Oh, I've forgotten how to YouTube, I have. Nude. They are nice, feel nice to hold pens. Oh, I should have cut my nails. I broke this nail the other day. Don't look at my nails. You're all going to look at my nails now. Right, nude. There we go, feels like a normal alcohol marker. I don't think they smell as bad as the other ones. I don't know whether I've become nose blind over the years. We'll give them a proper sniff test after. That's a nice pink, baby pink. This one is pink. It's very fluorescent-y pink, that one. 231. I'm not sure why they've brought these ones out. No, 231. That is not light pink. That is lighter pink than that. I don't know whether these are an old stock that they brought out before their... You know, these are really popular, these Ohuhu markers that they've brought out. So I don't know whether they've brought these out to try and compete with tau tree markers, or whether they've brought them out to their old stock and they've just reached the UK and been stuck in a, you know, container somewhere, or whether they're new stock, a competitive product to their own product, because they're big ones have got a really good branding, you know, and really doing well in the marketplace. So I don't know why they bring out other ones and not just... That's a nice light red. What I will do as well is these have got totally different numbers to the other Ohuhu pens. So the other ones are like R14 for peach purple, so can't really match them up. They've also got different numbers to the old Shinhan colours that the Ohuhus used to use before they got their own numbers. This is interesting. This next number, this next colour, they've all got numbers apart from this one, which is BOC. I don't know if you can see that. Zoom you back up for a minute. Bring it under. Like B.O.C. What does that stand for? Bright orange colour? Find out. I think it is going to be a bright orange colour. It's weird that... I mean, it is a bright orange colour. It's a very fluorescent colour. I don't know why that one's got a name instead of a number. 165 orange. These, they feel fairly smooth. I've got to stop dropping it in there because that noise is really going to annoy you. It's going to annoy me as well, and I'll end up editing it out. I have to let it out 48 times. Right, yellow. They sort of feel, for want of a better word, a little bit watery. Not juicy, full of ink, but watery, as though you know, like when you add alcohol, if you normally add alcohol to markers. And there's my next door neighbour cutting his grass, of course he is. When you add alcohol, just alcohol to pens, and it sort of waters them down. There's an aeroplane. Like I live in this noisy urban area. That was a nice yellow, medium yellow. 7507 golden. Warm golden. Nice colour actually. These are quite nice pens, you know. 150 marigold. Now that used to be the name. Is that still a name of one of their pens? What are the names of the Shinhan colours? Earthy yellow. 153. How funny. The reason why I said how funny is because the first row went along there, next one went along there, and then this one's going along there. So I thought it was doing that, but it's not. It's sort of doing that. Well, maybe it's doing that. You know what I mean. Anyway, it's by the by. Just got to ignore my next door neighbour with his bandsaw out now. It's been quiet all morning. All morning. Solidly quiet. Not a sound. So that was earthy yellow. Interesting colour. Quite like it. Next one. 2288 peak green. Five greens in this, which isn't bad, is it, for a small 48 set if you just bought this set on its own. Olive green. Oh, it is as well. Nice. aqua green 353. Aquaman. Aqua green. Next one, light green 354. I wonder if 54, did 54 used to be a green colour? No, 54 is a dark green colour. 335, dark green. It is. And 323 is lake green. Oh, that's a nice colour. That's a nice colour. I wonder what that will compare to. Next up, sky blue 279. I wonder if that's the same as old sky blue. We will check once I've finished. Okay, what have we got next? We've got 298 cerulean. Cerulean. Next up is 659 light sapphire. What is he doing out there? Wait till I start videoing. 286 blue. .301 Prussian blue. Now we've seen that colour before, haven't we? 2715 pale purple. Not really call that pale, but seems to be 4 purplish colours in this, which is nice. 267 orchid. Goodness, it's in some kind of colour order, because that's really been sort of pale pink, reddy colours, orange, yellows, dark yellows, greens, blues, purples. There is some semblance of colour order to this. Purple. That is a very deep purple. And 2582 lilac. I wouldn't really call that lilac. Next colour, interesting colour, 7502 khaki, or khaki as you people in America call it. We call it khaki, like a car key. Exactly what it is though. Looks like fatigues that army soldiers wear. 126 golden brown. Nice golden brown indeed. Next one, 2467 coffee. That is coffee with some milk in it. .715 terracotta. Terracotta is usually a bit redder than that. 181 brown. It is brown. 462 dark brown. It is. That's a really nice espresso dark brown. 2321 tawny. Like a tawny owl maybe. Sort of like a mid brown. So it should go that one, then that one. You're just putting them three together. And 530. Oh no, I've got 401. Oh, what's 401? 401 is warm grey. So mine are in a different order. 5305 is next on this one. But I've got this one, 401, warm grey. Just check the order on here. Yeah, on here it does the same thing, greyish white. So, I've got 401, warm grey. You can see why they put it there, because it is really a light brown. So visually, in the colour order, it looks right. Then we've got 5305 greyish white. Would mean light grey, would it? Next one, 656, it says flake white. Oops. Oh, how long have you been all the way up there? Have you missed everything? Have you missed all these colours? If you have, that was greyish white, that was flake white, that was warm grey. Warm grey was in the queue after that. Still grey, this is black and this is blender. Oh, and there's my doorbell. That was interesting. I just received a parcel addressed to me and I don't know what's in it. Okay, so let's have a look at this set one, as we're calling it. I'll just put the black away. I'll run down the stairs. And it's not a bad little range of colours. You've got a flesh colour, some pinks, some dark pinks, a red and a dark red, some oranges, little spectrum of yellows, some greens, definitely some blues. They look, all three look very similar though, to be honest. A dark blue. I ran up the stairs. I was trying to get it together, but I need to take a deep breath. Some purples, no really light purple. That's a nice sort of pale beigey colour, quite like that. Them three sort of dried down similar-ish. Them two definitely died down similar-ish. Quite a nice range of greys. These two are similar. And then a dark and a light grey. So that's set one, as I'm calling it. And I'm calling set one is the one with the girly on it, the pink set. So let's move over to set two. Let's put them in there. The green set. I shall try and promise to keep you in frame at all times now. I know it's really annoying. So 1775 pastel rose. Okay, that's not really a pastel rose, but get you in, bring you up, bring it down, dance around. And this one is 211 coral. Okay, it just looks very similar. No, I don't know. I was going to say it looks similar to this pink one over here, but I'm not sure it does. 190s rose bloom. That's a nice pink. That reminds me a bit of Cosmos in the old colour numbers. 263 Radiant Orchid. Interesting colour. Like a dull dusty pink, like an old velvet. I was just about to say, while I was gone, could you still hear the lawnmower outside? Because I think he stopped while I went downstairs. But of course I turned you off when I went downstairs, so you wouldn't have heard it. 673 light magenta. Quite like these dull colours, you know. These are quite nice. Coral red. Wonder how that's going to differentiate from that coral. I guess it's more red. $187 is flush. So that's a reddy colour, maybe a little bit deeper than the red in the previous set. 218 cherry red. That is cherry red indeed. Next one is 3572 in Carnadine pink. Interesting. Next one, 712, is powdery orange. Yep. There be that. Next, 151, pastel orange. Not really call that pastel orange. Doesn't really look that much different from the other orange. Don't think it's a pastel orange. 142, cadmium, spelt wrong. yellow. That's probably just me spelling it wrong rather than them spelling it wrong. Melon yellow. Oh, we've had that name before, haven't we? Looks very similar to the cadmium yellow. 120. Naples yellow. That's a very weak yellow. Reminds me a bit of this luminance yellow. They're very similar colours across the two. Well, I don't mean similar colours across the two boxes. You know what I mean? There seems to be some duplicates. This is called mid-orange. That's a very that reminds me of like a French vermilion colour. Right, 7510 earth yellow. Squeaky squeaky. We had earthy yellow over the other side. We had earthy yellow 153, and this is 7510 earth yellow. Interesting. Okay, now we've got 618 yellow green. That's a nice leafy olivey green. Looks like there's 4, maybe more greens in this set as well. 2283 pale green. Yeah, not much different from, well, it is quite a bit different from the light green and the aqua green, but oh, now that's really light. Bud green. That reminds me of spectrum green. Next one is blue green, 333. Whoops, first one that's come out the wrong way. That is a bluey green. Nice colour that. Next up, 356 grass green. That is dark wet grass, obviously. Next one is sap green, 7743. No, both dark. Next, 2213 peacock green. Oh, nice. Is that much different from lake green though? Maybe one bit lighter. Next we have aqua blue. They are nice. Oh, that's a nice colour. Them 3 colours together would make a nice trio, wouldn't they? Aqua blue that was. Okay. So up to the top of the sheet. I might move that around to there. And sea blue. What's the number? 2925. Yep. Whoops. 2925. Sea blue. That reminds me of royal blue in the Shinhan colours. We've got process blue, 638. Like a cyony blue. Very clear blue. Next, cobalt blue. Oh, that's nice. That's a nice blue, that. It's not bad value for money, actually. 9421. Azure. I'd have called that baby blue, but it's a nice colour. Next up, 9582. Pastel blue. Interesting. 9583 violet black. Oh, we got a dead one. That's such a shame. Let's see whether the other side is alive. No, that is dead. Shame. Quite interested to see that colour. Next one, 273 rust purple. That is really, really deep purple. The deepest purple that we've had. Blue violet 2665. Maybe a bit similar. Right, next is the lavender 271. That is a sort of dusty lavender, isn't it? 2065, bright pink. Oops. And then 7528 mahogany. Mahogany's more red than that. 479 light brown. Yeah, I mean it is a light brown, but it's not as light as the browns that were over here. This coffee was actually lighter than that. Raw sienna. It's not a bad colour. It's very terracotta-y. What was that? And then we've got brown beige. It's like both sets are actually quite, I say quite decent full sets. Oh no, there's that orange there. I'll have a look in a minute. Purplish red. That's like the old number one, isn't it? What did what number one used to be called? Wine red, was it? I mean in the shin hand colours. 188. Russet brown. And then 405. Chocolate. Got quite a lot of brown in it. Oh, that's dark chocolate. That is dark. Plain chocolate. 7533. Dark bark. Can't deny that. It is dark. Next colour 425. Dark. Oh, dark green grey. It's grey. Can't see much of a green in it. Well, maybe yeah, actually. 7546. Deep steel grey. So we had steel grey over here, and this is deep steel grey. Then we've got 7538. This is green grey, so one step below that one. And 535. No, that was green grey. This is 535. This is steel grey. Yeah, they look like they're similar. And again, we've got a black and a blender. I won't bother doing the blender, but I will do the black just to make sure it works. Which it does. So you end up, when you buy the double set, with 2 blacks and 2 blenders. So really you get 90... Whoops, that's not the blender. What am I doing? What am I doing? I was just going to do the blender for a minute. You get... so 96 colours minus 2 is 94 colours. Well, 93 colours because you get 2 blacks. Okay, let's have a look. Let's see. So, colour-wise, I prefer this set 1, the one, the pink set with the girly on it, because, oh, do I? Because you get that light blue there, and you get that light thingy there, and you get those 2 nice greens. But you get 2 nice greens. Them 2 greens are very similar. Them 2 greens are very similar. Them 2 greens are very similar. You do get these new nice tealy ones. You get quite, ignore that one, you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 greys. This one you get 1, 2, 3, 4 greys. You get a nicer spectrum of greys there. Browns are much for muchness. You get quite, I like that beigey brown. You get quite a lot of pinks, 2 stroke-free reds about the same. I prefer this little run of yellows than I do this, so that should be up there somewhere. Yeah, it's weird because they probably didn't, if you was to swatch them all together, you would see some that look very similar to each other. But as individual sets, this is quite a nice set, and this is quite a nice set. So the last thing I wanted to do was twofold. Is number one in the Shinhan colours. So for example, I have this in Shinhan, which is 24, called Marigold. I wanted to see how it compared with Marigold, to see whether, okay, nothing like each other. And then I wanted to, where we have colour names that are the same, so we have a Marigold in the old Ohuhu, or I'm not saying they're old Ohuhus, the other Ohuhus, that Marigold, see when that dries down, I'll come back to that. And then we've got orange in the other ones. And we have terracotta in the other ones. There was a terracotta, wasn't there? Yeah, here. And we have cherry pink. That was the name that I saw. Oh, it's cherry red. Okay, not the same name. Let's find another couple. Cobalt blue. Yep, cobalt blue was PBO3. Nothing like it. And I know we've got Prussian blue as well, haven't we? Yeah. Prussian blue. Where's Prussian blue? Over here. Okay. So let's just have a look at those. So that's these little slim ones, original, other size Ohuhus. Same. Where did I do the others? Oh yeah, terracotta and Prussian blue. So the Prussian blue looks the same. The terracotta looks similar-ish. Cobalt blue, no. The orange and the marigold, no, not really. But anyway, there you go. So that's it. That's me swatching them out. Do I like them? I think they're quite nice. Like if you wanted to take a little set of alcohol markers, it's easier to carry. Like that's, I was going to say, is it easy to carry? That's 96 colours, 92, 93, whatever it is, colours. You could get yourself a nice little colour by number set in one of the boxes. That would work quite nicely. The chisel, let's have a go with the chisel. 218. Are the lids tight? Not really, lids are quite loose. I do want to do the smell test again in a minute. 218 cherry red. Oh, chisels are nice. It's that nice in between size, not too small, not too big. Right, let's do a nice. They do not smell like the other Ohuhus. No, they definitely don't. Oh god. Hang on, I've got to get my nose. I'm gone nose blind again now. Yeah, these old, the larger Ohuhus are very. I find them really strong to smell. Oh, whereas these don't smell the same. They still smell the hint of alcohol, but not as bad. I'm now going to get one of the old O-Leaps out. Even they smell stronger than these, to be honest. I quite like these. I think they're a cute little set. They're a cute little set. Interesting, like I showed at the beginning, the bullet tip is bigger. Nice for colour by numbers, smaller colour by numbers. Cute set. Not a bad set. So there you go. That is the, whatever they are, Ohuhu Slimline art markers, where I don't know where they fit in comparison to these in their range, or if they're old or new or whatever. But they are linked down below if you're interested in them. Yeah, so thanks very much for watching. And take care everyone. Bye!